Hi, welcome back, or welcome for the first time. I'm not gonna sing right now, I'm just gonna play some chords that come to mind as I think about what I'm gonna do here with all these new cards that I have. That was a little bit better than the last one with the capo. Hi, so I always pull cards so that it benefits us all, that they're pulled with love for what we need to know to help us out, but ultimately your best guidepost is your heart, is yourself, is you, whether you look outside of yourself or inside of yourself. You are the only one that has the ultimate answer, so that's where you need to look. But thank you for joining me here. I do appreciate you being here. So hopefully you leave feeling a little more love, a little more clear, some clarity, some joy, maybe feeling a little more open in your heart and open to opening up to all of us, you to me to you, to our brothers and our sisters in this world, right? So I have this deck. I'm excited. I don't have the pamphlet, do I? No, this is still the one I didn't get the book for. Let me let you see what it looks like. So all of these, oh, I'm so excited because I've tried to do some, oh, that one wanted to move, so I'm going to put that there. That's Nine of Swords. I have a friend, by the way, that looks like her doppelganger. I know this girl. I know her. She's so beautiful. She totally looks like this Leonardo da Vinci's like model that he used a lot. I have the living representation in my life. So this, well, I'll leave that there. I'll continuing on to tell you about this deck from what I've gathered in the couple minutes I've used it. I am not an expert, so let's join together in the new exploration of these cards. I think they're called The Art of Life, and it looks like a pretty little book that you open up. And they all have a painting, the description of the painting, and then a quote, even though it's under a tarot symbol. So it's a different way to look at the lesson within that tarot card. Oh my. I really like quotes too, so this is probably good for some people that really aren't into the imagery or the tarot cards, whatever. It's something different. You can also just go to the museum or go open a book and see what it has in it. Look, even if it's a magazine, maybe try to find something maybe a little more artistic, and then see if there's a quote that you find that means something to you for your day. It doesn't have to be cards. You can go to channels and look for the weird and secret if you want, or in the open with your whole family, or you can just go to a store, a bookstore, or standing in line and open something up and see if it has a message for you. So this is for highest, greatest good of all of us. Let's do like a little reading. Let's do a little 3-card reading, shall we? And then whatever's at the bottom. So clarify the Nine of Swords here for whatever you're wondering about right now, whatever that card and that beautiful girl brought you to in your own mind. And we'll get some more clarity. Highest, greatest good of all of us. We all end up in a beneficial, abundant state. Well, I was going to turn the deck over, but my hand wanted to pull it. Oh, wow, I have a lot of cards. There's 6 cards. All right, so only the one is facing up that I saw. The Hangman is at the bottom. So maybe we'll do, maybe this is like a, let's see, Queen of Swords, Hierophant, the Chariot, Strength, 2 of Wands. Well, I don't have to spend that much time on this because I had this at the bottom of the deck earlier. So let's see. Let's just read the cards and see where it goes. I'll try to hold back a bit from the blabbing, although as soon as I see it, I want to go on description. So if I go on a tangent, thank you for being with me, and maybe the tangent will bring you on your own tangent of you know, wherever this, maybe cherry, I don't know, these are pretty, 2 characters, or, so it's 1, 2, 3 major arcana, swords, wands, 2 swords, 1 wands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana, 2 swords, 1 wands. Okay, so Hanged Man. 2 acrobats, detail by Ernest Kirchner, 1932 to 33, Kirchner Museum, Davis, Switzerland. And the quote is, "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." That's really beautiful. That's like the best Hangman card ever. I really like this deck. I know I played around with the Oracle cards because they were pretty, but I feel like this may turn into my favorite deck of cards. I really like art. I really relate to the art. So let's see. Let's see where we go. Maybe I have a new favorite for the moment. So, oh, the quote is by Lao Tzu. I don't know if I said that right. Let me let you look at it just in case. And this is the picture. And it does have 2 acrobats. She's doing a back. They're both doing back bends. They both have their bushes exposed. It reminds me, by the way, if you're looking at paintings, if you look at ancient Egyptian art, there is a painting that was kind of like a mural on something, and it's, I might even have a video of it, or I wanted to do a video of it if I didn't, and it's called 2 Acrobats, or The Acrobat, and it has an Egyptian girl, and she's doing a back bend, and it kind of looks like a Flintstones cartoon a little bit, and she's got like a little shawl on her. She's not showing her bush like these girls, but she does have her boobs out, and they're so perky, even though she's doing her back bend. It's like wall art in ancient Egypt. It's really cool. So they both, one has good boobs and one has the awesome ass, and they both have a good bush and good shoulder muscles. But they're holding on together, and one's doing like a standing back bend, and the other one's doing like a more Circus Olay back bend where she might keep going and sit on her own head. And then there's a bunch of like shadows and things of like all these back bends going on, and it almost looks like waves or something. All right, so that's what's going on. Someone's hanging on a decision either about you or you're changing your perspective about something. Maybe I should turn this card so you can see art in different ways, and maybe move more light so you can see it in different lights. Can I do that? Yes, I can totally do this. You get to see art in different lights. I could turn this light off and it would probably be more intense, but maybe you'll get a little bit of an idea. This is sort of like the video I did earlier, by the way, with the bees and the ultraviolet, and saying how seeing things in different perspectives and different filters and lights. So you can do that with art too. I'm going to turn it around. What do you see there? What do you see there? Like a face. Alright, so if someone's hanging, or you're changing your perspective about something, or you're seeing things in a different light, a different angle, a different way, that's the base energy. So let's see. I kind of look at it like there's either a progression here. Is there a progression, maybe? Or there's 2 stories. Let's see. Let's start with this one you saw. Right? So this is the 9 of Swords. Head of a young woman with tousled hair, or Leda detail by Leonardo da Vinci, 1508, Galleria Nazionale, Parma in Italy. Start again the quote. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. You're just going to stay and think about it and concentrate your energy on everything that's wrong, whatever, instead of changing and getting out of it, using that as a base point to sprout you out somewhere different. You're just going to sit there and look at it, talk about it, find some friends to converse about it. Maybe they can feel bad about you too. Then you can feel maybe a little better about feeling bad about yourself. Rationalize that in your own head as you sit around in your own pity party. It's my party and I cry if I want to. Sorry. That's your song. I wish I could sing better on Sunday after after all the talking I've done the last couple days. So the quote, the longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. It's Voltaire, Francis Marie Arquette. All right, so then you have the Queen of Swords, Allegory of Good Government, detail by Ambrogio Lorenzetti, 1338-40, Pablo Publicio, Siena, Italy. The quote, I don't want to look at the picture too much or I'll start to analyze it. The quote is, be content with what you have. Rejoice. It's like the same message. Be content with what you have. A big message here. Whoever's watching it, either you or the hangman in your life, this is what they're contemplating. Either way, look at it both perspectives. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Lao Tzu. It's the same quote, same person on the quote. So that for me is like a double. They're all different quotes and all different pictures, except you happen to get two quotes by the same person and almost the same message on two different cards. This quote was from the Hangman card in this one. Oh, by the way, I realized that I pulled a card earlier when I was, I don't know, it was the other, when it was on this, the Paulina. And it was describing it was the Eight of Wands and the little like bunny man on the rocket ship. And when I saw the rocket ship, and I didn't really notice it when I was describing it being recorded. But when I saw the video and I looked at the card, I saw the big sunshine, like graffitied on his little rocket ship, right? And I made a video on the Hudson River, New York City this morning, earlier, and a cruise ship was parking, coming into the harbor, and the side of it was called the Breakaway. So look at the video. I have a video. It's just short video. It was pretty, you know, the moon was out and the sun was out and the ship was coming in, and I took a video. So on the side of the video, or on the side of the ship, was the sun and all these planets and this whole scene. So maybe that scene kind of looked like the Eight of Wands rocket ship thing. I don't know if you want to look at the two cards, or the card and the ship, and that means something to you. So maybe if you saw the video before, that card or that video or something I said in the video or something in the ship or whatever means something to that. So I thought I should say that, even though I just wasted time. So the Hierophant. This is Pope Leo X with two cardinals after a painting by Raphael. Detail by Andrea di Sarto, 16th century. Museo e Gallerie Nazionale di Campomonte, Naples, Italy. Rules are not necessarily sacred. Principles are. Franklin D. Roosevelt. You see this? Just in case you didn't see this one, this is the Queen of Swords. Alright, so see if I can get at least through the cards and maybe do a part 2 to analyze them a little. Try that. I had a lot of jumpers. I didn't expect to do this many. So the Chariot. I like that it's a hot air balloon. Reminds me of like the Pixar film. Up. The Balloon. Detail by Pal Cinzia Merci. 1878. Hungarian National Gallery, Budapest, Hungary. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay, so I'm going to get through these. Strength. Portrait of Elizabeth I, the Armada portrait, detail and after George Gower's 16th century private collection. He knows not his own strength that hath not met adversity. Francis Bacon. And then we got the Two of Wands. I did have this in a video. The Road with Arcadius, detail. The Roger de la Frenese, 1908, Musée de la Vie de Paris, Musée Carnavelt, Paris, France. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. J.P. Morgan. I love you. I'll do another part. I'll see you soon. Bye.